The eternal train. The eternal train tumbled along in the darkness. A quiet, rhythmical murmur, unnoticed by most of us for a long time. It was getting colder, and we were teetering between serious self-salvation and laughter-ridden self-abandon. It wasn't working, we said convincingly, just to turn to the other and see a sudden depth in the shining dark eyes a mere breath later. In one moment, a concordance was come to. The murmur that all could now hear was a train. A train on the straight and narrow, on those iron lines that cut the landscape in two. A train there where we had been stuck inside our metal carriage of 5. A car, or rather a large collection of spare parts that still move. We had been stuck on the iron road where the train now flowed earlier in the day for one solid, fearful instant. Fine. A train. Over time, during the long night, in some a restlessness grew. Each time that talk ended, deep in the silence, the murmur was still there. The eternal train. Like the life of a story, kept going as consciousness fell upon it. Must be a long train, we said, doubting the idea, but seeing no other alternative. Later, laughter. The bear reciting poetry as sparks flew all around us. Listening to Brother Bear, I missed my grandmother, my mother, my father and my brother. I longed for faith. Time seemed endless, and disbelief grew into frustration, waiting for the murmur to be resolved. Yet in the next inhalation, it had all become clear. The train was not eternal. It was the track that was long. And the land echoed the steady advance against the bare-chested mountain on the other side of the valley all night long. A face of sadness peeked out from behind the desert tree. Knowing the imminent moment was to come, when the train would pass to the next valley, and the silence of the night would be filled only with lost, bell-adorned goats. When it finally disappeared, I think we all missed the eternal train. Seeing the instant nature of eternity passing by in time. Perhaps we missed its safe presence in the cold Sierra night, in the heartlands of the navel of the moon. That rhythmic murmur in the moonlit night.